Indian-American Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy has called for stronger relationships with India, South Korea and Japan to reduce US economic dependence on China and Taiwan. Ramaswamy, 38, whose poll numbers have surged following the maiden Republican presidential primary debate last week, spelled out his plans and foreign policy views on Tuesday. The entrepreneur-turned-politician Ramaswamy said he favors strategic clarity and advocated that the US must defend Taiwan vigorously until America achieves semiconductor independence, then resume the posture of strategic ambiguity when the stakes are lower for the US. The American way of life depends on leading-edge semiconductors manufactured in Taiwan, and we can't risk China gaining near-total leverage over the entire US economy, Ramaswamy said. He said the US should rapidly arm and train Taiwan with anti-access or area denial weapons while running at least one destroyer warship through the Taiwan Strait each week, the report said. The US should also fortify its own homeland defense, which is at present dangerously vulnerable to major conflicts with China, he added, saying this includes improving nuclear super electromagnetic pulse, cyber and space defense capabilities. According to his campaign, Ramaswamy is the only US presidential candidate to date who has clearly stated that the US will defend Taiwan. I am the only presidential candidate willing to state what is necessary. We will defend Taiwan. The US currently doesn't even recognize Taiwan as a nation. Democrats and Republicans both unquestioningly endorse the One China policy and embrace strategic ambiguity towards the island, Ramaswamy said. Ramaswamy attacked another Indian-American Republican presidential candidate, Nikki Haley, who has slammed him for his inexperience on foreign policy issues. Hitting out at Haley, Ramaswamy's campaign in a statement said that in a desperate attempt to raise funds for a languishing establishment campaign, the former US ambassador to the UN was intentionally lying about Ramaswamy. According to his campaign, Haley flatly lied on Fox News that Ramaswamy said he would abandon Israel. Those were his words. And that he wants to go and stop funding Israel, it mentioned. This is false, his campaign asserted in a late-night statement. Ramaswamy said that the US relationship with Israel is a model example of how international relationships should work. Ramaswamy's controversial positions include calling climate change a hoax, saying he would cut funding for Ukraine, raising questions about potential government involvement in 9/11, and wanting to raise the voting age to 25, a proposal that has gotten pushback even from his own staff. Ramaswamy has positioned himself as his party's next Donald Trump, though younger and further to the right. He is also a defender of Trump, calling him the best president of the 21st century and vowing that as president he would pardon him if he were convicted. He has also called on other candidates to pledge the same.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.